Namaste and a very good evening to all of you. I welcome you to my channel, The Outlier. My name is Mithun. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to create a box plot using STATCRAFT P. Even before I proceed to go ahead and demonstrate how to create a box plot using STATCRAFT P, may I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Let's begin by asking a simple question. What exactly is a box plot? A box plot is a graphical measure to show 5 important parameters of a variable. What are these 5 important parameters? A box plot indicates minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and maximum. A box plot can also be used to compare the performance between 2 or more than 2 groups. In this data set, I've got 2 variables, namely the salary of women employees who are working in an organization. The second variable that I have is the salary of male employees who are working in an organization. Let me show you how to create a box plot for the variable male salary. Remember, when we create a box plot, we need to have a scale variable. We don't use a categorical variable. A box plot is shown to indicate the distribution of a scale variable. To create a box plot, let me click on the Analysis tab. This will display the menu as you are able to see. I'm going to scroll down and select Graphics. In the drop-down menu, you have different options. I will go ahead and select Box Plot. This is the dialog box for box plot. In the left-hand side, you can see 2 variables, female salary and male salary. And in the right-hand side, under the variable section, you can specify the variable for which you want to create the box plot. I will go ahead and select the male salary. Let me now click on Design. You can see here, the orientation of the box plot will be horizontal. That is, you'll get a horizontal box plot. In case you want to change this, we can select the button and convert this into a vertical box plot. With these selections, we are ready to create a simple box plot in STATCRAFT P. Let me now go ahead and click on the OK button. This is the output window in STATCRAFT. You can see here, the output is ready. STATCRAFT also displays the Python code which it is executing at the backend to trigger a box plot. Let me scroll down. You're able to see the distribution of the box plot for the male salary. Let me repeat here. A box plot gives us 5 important things: the minimum, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, and maximum. What you're able to see here is a box which is shown in blue, and then you have the whiskers. The T-shaped object that you're able to see here is called as the whisker. This is the lower whisker, and the value of the y-axis against the lower whisker is roughly 20,000. This simply means that the least salaried person is getting paid an amount of 20,000 rupees. So the minimum value of the variable salary is 20,000. Let me now draw your attention to the box. You can see here, this is the lower end of the box, and this is the upper end of the box. Let me first talk about the lower end of the box. The lower end of the box is also called as Q1 or the first quartile. The upper end of the box is called as the third quartile or the 75th percentile. You can see here a solid line inside the box. This solid line inside the box represents the Q2 value or the median. Beyond the box, you can see there's a whisker. This line here represents the maximum value. The T-shaped whisker goes to the last point, which is at least 1.5 times the interquartile range. I told that the upper quartile is Q3 and the lower quartile is Q1. Q3 minus Q1 would give you the interquartile range. So the difference of Q3 and Q1 will give me the interquartile range. If there is an outlier in the data set, the T-shaped whisker that you are seeing here goes up to 1.5 times the interquartile range. If there is no outlier, the whisker indicates the maximum value. So this line here is the maximum value without the outliers. In my data, you can see here there are a lot of dots which indicates outliers. For the lower whisker as well, we can make the same interpretation. That is the lower whisker, which is either the minimum value or 1.5 times the interquartile range. The points that are further outside are considered as outliers. There are no points below the horizontal line here, which means that there are no outliers which are below 20,000. Now, this is how a box plot can be used to tell 5 important things. Suppose you want to check and compare the distribution of the male salary with that of the female salary. You can click on the View button, go to Data. You have 2 variables, namely the female salary as well as the male salary. I'll click on the Analysis tab, then go to Graphics, scroll down. Here, I'll click on the option Boxplot. I've already selected male salary. I want to compare the male salary with that of the female salary. I'll again click on Design. The vertical orientation has already been selected. Therefore, I'll now click on OK. In the output window, let me scroll down. You can see here there are 2 box plots. The first box plot is for the salary of women employees. The second box plot is for the salary of the male employees. Clearly, the solid line which represents the median value for male salary is at a higher level as compared to the solid line for the first box plot. Remember, the solid line represents the median income of female employees. Since the median for the second box plot is higher as compared to the first box plot, we can say that the average male here is getting paid higher as compared to an average female. There are outliers in both groups. You can see these are the outliers for the women employees, and further you can see these are some of the outliers for the male employees. You can also look at the spread of the data. When you look at the size of the box as well as the size of the whiskers, they are clearly larger as compared to the size of the box plot and the size of the box as well as the size of the whiskers for the females, which indicates that there is more variance for the male salary as compared to that of the female salary. So there are 3 important conclusions that we can draw from this analysis. The first one is the average male salary is higher as compared to the average female salary in this organization. There is higher variance for the male salary as compared to that of female salary. There are outliers in both these groups. This is how a box plot can be used to check important metrics of statistics. With this, I have come to the end of today's video. I thank you very much for watching this video. I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Have a great day ahead.